today we're making this awesome light box right here for my new channel. By the way, if you're just joining us, make sure you guys subscribe, of course, but definitely check it out. So this allows you to go ahead and add an LED light into the back. So I have a 3-foot light strip through here. I'm going to show you how to go ahead and take a logo or any kind of image and make it into a light box like this right here. We can actually hang it on the wall, or you can actually put it down and build a stand like this one right here, completely for free. But the big thing is, you have to stay until the end, because there's one big mistake I made, and I don't want you to make that too. So let's jump in, let's get started. For us to do that, we're going to take advantage of MakerWorld, because they just make it so easy just for you to upload an image and then actually turn that into basically a sign. So I went ahead and I have my LED lights already here. I ordered those. If you guys want to know which ones I use, I have a link down below for that. But let's jump in here. So I'm going to go up to Maker Lab on makerworld.com. And if we go into Maker Lab, they have a whole bunch of different options. The one that we're going to be looking for, though, is going to be this light box maker. So we're going to launch that, and then we're going to click on New Project, and then we're going to upload our image here. And I have my own image ready to go. And the best part is you can actually let it know how many colors. So if I have a CFS that can do 4 colors, then I'm going to tell it 4 colors. If I have a CFS system that can do 16 colors, I can tell it do 16 colors, and really kind of narrow it all the way down from there. But I'm going to do this right here. It has a remove background option in here. So if you do have like a white background, it can handle everything like that for you. I already did that. So I already had PNG ready to go for my logo. So that's what we're going to do. But like it, you just click on that remove background and it'll get rid of background for you. And then it lets you do it a couple different times too. Now it's going to do a vectorized image. Sometimes this works perfectly, and other times you need to rerun it a couple of times to get the way you want it to look. It doesn't have to be perfect, by the way. It really doesn't. I'm going to try it again, just to show you guys. It's going to generate, and then you could choose between which ones too. So if the first one doesn't work out good and you want to try another one, you can do that. So I can kind of see the difference between the two. And like I said, this is not going to be exactly how it is, because this is going through all the colors. I'm going to change this actually to 4 colors here in a second. I'm going to choose option number 2 and hit next. And I'm not going to let it do that. So here's my color count. I'm going to bring this all the way down to 4. And if you only do like a couple, or if you have like 2 CFS machines and you can do like 8, you can do that too. And it's going to match up all these colors. If you hover over, it's going to show you which areas that each one of those right there is going to print off of. And we can switch these around here in a second for my different colors, like this gray right here. And that gray will be like this gray. So overall, I think this right here looks great right off the bat. So we're going to hit next. And right here is where we can actually choose our colors that we're going to use. So I do have a gold, I do have a light blue, I do have a black, and I also have a gray. But if you don't, you need to change that, you can just click on it and choose what kind of color you want. You can click on custom and really kind of dial it in with it. And don't forget, this is just going to give you like the suggestions and stuff for it. And you can change those later on when you get into your slicer. But I like how this here already looks with it, with the gold, which you can also do yellow too. I do have a gold, white, grays, blacks with it. I'm actually going to change my gray to a white. That's going to be my one change. I like that a lot better. And I think with the sign, it's going to pop out more than what a gray would. So yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. So that's going to be my one change. I'm going to do white, black, gold, and blue. So I'm going to confirm that. Now we do our configurations here. And we have our colors up here again. And we have our size. Now, if you're going to change your size, click on this link right here. And it's going to link them together. So that way, if your width, you change your width, it's automatically going to change your height. Now, my build plate, let me just see what I'm checking out. My build plate is going to max out 260 by 260. I'm going to use my Creality High with this. So I'm going to do a 230 width sign. And you might have to actually change your plate up here. I'm using a Creality High, and that's perfectly fine. I'm not using a bamboo, and that's fine too. But these are all built for bamboo plates, and I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm going to choose my back plate as black. So I have my 2 plates right here. And one of the cool thing is if you don't want to hang this on a wall and you want it just kind of sit, you can actually build out a base. So we're actually going to do a base 2, just that way you guys see what this here looks like. And it's just going to be this box. And it's going to make its own base. You just kind of center it. If you guys see that line right there. And now it's going to basically cut this out so I can just put it directly on there. And I can glue it on or I can just set it on if I want to. But I'm good with that. So we need to add a hole for my cord. So that way I can run my cord to plug it in. So we're going to add a hole back here. I'm going to do a rectangle. Now this is kind of where it gets kind of weird because you're looking at it from the front, but this is going to be going through the back with it. So you can undo this right here to show the frame, which I think is kind of cool. But I make a rectangle and we're going to add a hole. I think that's going to be big. And yeah, it's going to be big enough. And we're going to add the hole, I think, right around here in the middle. Because I'm going to run the lights through this, and it should just go right out through that middle. I think that's going to be perfect. The other thing that I want to do too, so I think that's good, we'll just click out, is we're going to add a keyhole. And this is in case I want to hang it up later. And we'll add that to the middle. Right there. So that's going to allow me to actually hang it up if I want to put it on the wall later, even though I am doing a base. So it gives me like both those options for it. Okay, so let's click out of there. And I think we are good from here. So from here, I'm going to hit the export option right here. And my nozzle size is 0.2. I'm not worried about the printer. I'm going to hit confirm, and we're going to export this, and we're going to throw it into the slicer next. Right here, it does give you options to buy stuff. Of course, this is all free. So, okay, let's jump into the slicer next. Drag over my 3MF file that we have. And it is made for bamboo, but that's fine. I'm going to choose my printer, which is my Creality High. Print this on. And see, it's going to be face down, which is going to be awesome. I'm going to do one of my special plates that I have for that. And you're going to notice that this right here is kind of off. So we're going to move that around to make sure it goes back on again, doesn't touch. And then let's check out our other plates here. You're going to see that on the plate over here, I have my spot down here for the cord run and my keyhole at the top. And right here is that base down here too. So let's slice this plate and see how long that one right there is going to take to print. I do have to make one change too, I just noticed. About 3.5 hours, which is fine. It's going to use almost 100 grams of filament. But I have like a gray up here. So we're going to change this here also to a solid black color, which that's fine too. But yeah, I'll basically move these together. So we have our gold, black, white, blue, and the black again. And what I need to do is just change these here basically to just a generic PLA for right now with this. And I'll link all the all the PLA colors and what I use down below. So if you're wondering what I'm using, you guys go check that out too. Okay, so I got all of those right there switched out. Now let's load our CFF. Okay, so our print is pretty much done. I'm just waiting for the stand to finish printing, and when we get that done, I'll show you guys that at the end. But now we have our back of our sign. We have the front of our sign done, which I think turned out pretty good. There's a couple little flaws, and I'm gonna show you guys those here in a second. And then I also have my lights here too as well. And I'm a little nervous about the lights that I got because these are a lot skinnier than what it looked like whenever I bought them. So these right here might also be replaced, just to be honest with you up front. So if they work out good, I'll let you guys know, and I'll also let you guys know too of what I choose to go with. So this is a 3-foot long white LED strip. These are mostly used for like the back of TVs and stuff like that. They're just a few bucks with them. I chose them because it has a little tape on the background, and we're pretty much just going to go ahead and put that right here on the back of the box. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's start here if I can. I guess I won't be able to. So I'm going to kind of put this here through. So I came up with a little hitch here. So I measured the USB but I forgot about the controller, and this is not big enough. So editing Jesse here, looking back at this film, I am dumb. I could just put the strip in through it and had the core on the other side. So yeah, do it that way. I have two options. One, I can go ahead and make it bigger, or two, I can go ahead and reprint this right here and do a bigger hole for it. I'm gonna go with option A during this experiment. Now, if I was selling this to here somebody, I would not be doing this. I would just go ahead and reprint this, of course. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and place the strip inside of here close to, as close as I can to the actual front of the box. Going all the way around here, like so, like that. And the nice thing, one thing I do like about this one here is it can easily take really tight turns like that. I'm gonna go ahead and go all the way around here. Now the strips I am using, these are here also demoable too. I'm gonna show you guys what this looks like here when I get at the end of it. Which I am just about there. This only took like a couple of seconds to actually put it all in here. Go back around one more time. Some parts will be a little bit brighter. Others, that's okay. There we go. Perfect. Okay. This is what we have. So I went ahead and I put the LED tape all the way around it. And I have my little box here. I'm gonna go ahead and put this here directly on top. Seal it all up here, hopefully. And just like that, we have a light box. Look at that. Okay, let's plug it in and let's see what it looks like. There we go. Check it out. How cool is that? I think it turned out pretty cool. I'm pretty impressed by it. The only thing I'm going to change is instead of going all the way around here, I'm going to take that extra tape that was in here too, and I'm going to kind of line it up on the back side so we can get in the middle of it to make it brighter too with it as well. But I like how this thing here just kind of glows off of there with it. But yeah, pretty impressed right there. Okay, so we finished up our project now, and I think it turned out fantastic overall. A couple little mishaps going on with it, but that's fine. We figured those out, and that's what we do as creators. And I went ahead and added the base down here on the bottom with it. So now I can just set it down like this if I want to, or I still have the keyhole back here where I can actually mount this here on the wall with it. But I think the sign turned out very, very awesome. I do have the links down below if you guys want to check those right there out. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. Check out my next video over here too if I have one published right now. And I'll see you guys on the next video.